Hello and welcome to Sightloss, Kenya. Now, how do you know if you're buying the right contact lenses for your eyes? Today, I'm joined by a contact lens specialist who works in one of the biggest contact lens manufacturers in the world. So I'll just allow him to introduce himself.
Abaria Shubui, Kenya. A very good morning to all of you. My name is Ravi Singh. I actually work for a company and we produce a lot of contact lenses all over the world. And I have worked in Kenya. In fact, I worked with Mary for four good years, and we did a lot of cases of contact lenses.
Yeah, so Nairobi is very dusty and it's very hot. So, contact lenses, some people say they could be uncomfortable. So, for such kind of people, can they wear contact lenses? And if so, which contact lenses should they wear?
Right, Ashley, yes. Nairobi, especially if you move to the outskirts, it's very beautiful, but at the same time, it's a bit dusty as well.
Yeah.
So, actually, in this case, what we can do is we can actually work on the modality of lens wear. You
Okay.
can opt for a hydrogen lens, not a problem. But instead of going for a monthly disposable lens, you can go with a daily disposable lens.
What
Like
does
if you
it
know that.
mean to have a daily disposable lens?
Okay, okay, yeah, sorry, I'll just simplify that. Even contact lenses, we have several categories. One is like one pair, which you can actually use for the entire month
Mm-hmm.
in the waking hours. Obviously, we don't recommend you to sleep with any lenses.
Okay.
So those are lenses, those are called monthly disposable. Then we have lenses which are daily disposable. Da- Daily disposables are, it's like you put them on in morning and
Mm-hmm.
in evening before sleeping you can just take them out and throw them away. As simple as that. It's like one day use and
Store
throw.
them. Yeah.
Yes. So places, which are more prone to dust and dirt, especially, and you see, Nairobi, it's almost 5,000 feet above sea level. So the amount of UV exposure is also very high.
Yeah.
And contact lenses, it doesn't matter if it's UV blocked or anything. Contact lenses are not a substitute to sunglasses. So
Okay.
especially if you're like moving in and out outskirts of the city or like any place where you have a very high, I would say high intensity of sun, make sure that you have your sunglasses on top of it.
Okay.
This also
Mm-hmm.
sunglasses will actually save your eyes from the dirt, from dust. At the same time, it will also save your eyes from the harmful UVA and UVB.
Yeah. So, in that case, are you recommending that we should wear daily disposable contact lenses if it's really hot and dusty?
Well, I would say it's up to you because you see, like, if you're taking proper precautions, like with monthly disposables, there is a small challenge that when you are traveling, you
Mm-hmm.
have to go with a small lens case. You have to go with a small, I would say, small solution to clean your lenses. And if you're taking a nap or if you want to, like have a camping or something, you have to take off your lenses, keep it there, wash it, clean it, rinse it. So it becomes sometimes a bit complicated. Whereas with daily disposables, it's just like you put them on, you want to sleep, just throw them away, it's fine. You can use another pair next time. But again, cost is also a factor here. Everything is easy to say, but practical things also some. Yes. So it might happen that daily disposables are slightly more expensive than monthlies.
Mm-hmm.
So whichever fits your pocket also is a consider. It's, I would say, a factor that which
Okay.
lenses you
And
go for.
Ravi, if I'm a sports player, let's say I play football or rugby, which contact lenses do you think could be the best for me? Considering again, Nairobi dust and spots, and the field doesn't have enough grass, let's say. So which do you think could be like the best option for me?
Like in that case, I would recommend go with dailies.
So, Ravi, maybe you could tell us, because there are people who say, I don't want to wear contact lenses. Number one, they'll get stuck inside my eyes, or they'll go to the upper part close. There's someone who's ever told me to go back to my brain, and maybe maybe it won't come out this way. It'll go in this way and not come out this way. Maybe you can tell us if that's true. Do contact lenses go to the brain?
Well, a lot of good things they never go to the brain. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So that's because there are a lot of myths which are associated with contact lenses. Now, a school of thought, like people say, as you just mentioned, that contact lenses can actually get lost inside my eye. I mean, how?
Like
You know,
that? What do you mean, how?
like contact lenses are made in such a way,
Mm-hmm.
and plus your eyes, like you have cornea, and then it's actually covered by conjunctiva around. So conjunctiva actually
Mm-hmm.
never never lets your lens to go on the backside of your eye. It can never happen. Trust me.
Okay, so that's a lie.
Contact, yes, that's a very big myth that you can actually lose contact lenses. Let's even forget about the soft contact lenses. Some people, who use hard contact lenses, which are very small, even they can never get lost behind your eye. It cannot happen.
Okay. And let's say, Ravi, before we move on to the next myth, let's say I'm walking in Nairobi, right? And I have my contact lenses on. And kidogo kidogo, dust comes into my eyes. And when I blink, I feel very uncomfortable. Can I do something at that point to relieve myself of the
Yes.
sensation? What can I do?
Like as as we are, I mean, we spoke about it. That's why you need to have sunglasses
Mm-hmm.
to help you with dust and dirt. But now, suppose in a case this has happened to you, and you see what happens is you have contact lenses, and contact lenses are basically a piece of plastic membrane, right?
Okay.
To simplify it. Now, if any dirt, any dust comes and sits on top of these, every time you blink, it actually interacts with the eyelid, and you
Mm.
can feel something is inside the eye. So
Yeah.
the best thing is if you have your solution with you, if you have the lens case with you, just remove your lenses immediately,
Mm-hmm.
take them off, clean them, rinse them again, rub it with your forefinger very gently on both the surfaces, the front and the back one. Clean
Mm-hmm.
it again and put it back into the eye. You'll be fine. But if you won't do that, you'll keep on blinking. You might get some issues in the eye.
So you were telling me about someone who told you if they have a barbecue, the contact lenses could get melted by the heat.
Yeah, actually, I was having a session with a big hospital here
Mm-hmm.
in Maharashtra in Pune, and one of the optom, she asked me this, and I was like surprised. She was like that she actually met a client, a patient, and the
Mm-hmm.
patient was like, I don't want to use contact lenses because one of my friend he used them, and he was like, when he was doing some barbecue, the lenses melted inside the eye. So like I could do nothing but just like laugh for a minute because practically it was possible. Because you see, all these lenses, when we talk about contact lenses, these are kind of medical devices because these are placed onto the cornea, right? So
Mm-hmm.
all of these lenses, we have solutions. They take the FDA approval,
Yeah.
and FDA approval, it's a very stringent, it's a very strict process. So under no condition, a
Mm.
contact lens can melt inside your eye. As simple as that.
Okay. And
Yeah.
people who say I don't want to wear contact lenses because I will get an infection, I will go blind, I will, lose my eyes. Where does that come from?
Well, I'll tell you because since we both worked for like 4 years there, and even like in India, the issue is non-compliance. Like if you tell someone that, sir, you should use these contact lenses for 8 hours a day, they
Mm.
might use it for 15, who knows,
And
right?
sleep with them.
Uh, and even sleep with them.
Mm.
And you see, like when we advise someone that how you should be inserting it, how you should be removing it, and the first part is before you do any of these things, wash your hands properly. Like thanks to COVID, I would say like thanks to COVID that people have actually started that practice of washing hands.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's terrible. I've seen people like in front of me using their saliva and putting the lens.
Mm.
I think I even told you this. We were in Optica house. There was a Mozungu and he did the same. I was like, sir, what have you done? No, no, no. He was like, I've been doing this for all my life now. I was like, great.
Can't tell me anything.
Why didn't tell you?
Mm.
It happened. So, like first and the most basic thing is wash your hands very properly with a soap. Don't use a sanitizer.
Yeah.
And once your hands are completely fine, very clean and clear, you can just put on your contact lenses. Always follow what the optometrist has to say. Don't sleep with them. And like in case if you experience that I'm having redness, itchiness, or any kind of infection inside the eye, take off your lens and do not use it until that condition subsides.
So we appreciate your input so much and taking time off to educate us. Thank you so much, Ravi.
I really appreciate your efforts, Mary. You're doing great actually. Sightloss Kenya is a very good initiative and has actually inspired people like me to start doing something like of that sort in my country. So hopefully, even I can come up with something like that, and I can invite you.
Definitely, I'd be excited to be on your platform.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate that, and have a great Sunday. Thank you to all your viewers as well.
Yeah,
And in case anything, we can actually talk again if something new comes up for any other kind of materials, contact lenses, anything. We're always free to help each other.
asante sana.
Karibu.
All right, bye.
Okay, bye bye.